Step 3. Installation of the counterframes. First of all, a 10 cm rise is constructed at the base of the structure, on which the counterframes will rest. We open the packing containing the door counterframe, containing 4 profiles, 4 squares and the supplied tightening key. We can now assemble the relative pieces. Slightly loosen the fastening screws of the squares to make them more mobile. Next, we insert the wings of the squares inside the profiles, as we see the operator doing. And finally, the squares are tightened. The installation is over. The installation of the counterframes is a simple but important step. When installing, you must take into account the thickness of the selected covering and, for vertical positioning, also the definitive height of the screed on the floor. Here we can see the installation of the counterframe in masonry. The counterframe has on-wall anchoring cramps. The anchoring spaces are now prepared. When installed, the edge of the counterframe must be in line with the external finish, 1 cm in our case. Arrows are marked on the counterframe. They must always face outside. There are also holes protected by an adhesive which must not be removed. They are the door anchorage holes, which must remain sound without getting dirty. Before the definitive fastening, checks are carried out, and then the cramps are anchored and the parts are definitively fastened. In this case instead, we see the counterframe being installed on a plasterboard wall. First of all, we eliminate the cramps, wall anchors, and position the counterframe on the uprights. After we have positioned the counterframe at a height of 10 cm off the floor, we anchor it to the uprights. A very accurate control of the installation is necessary, checking the level with a spirit level, maintaining the linearity of the profile and measuring the diagonal lines. The operator now shows us the arrows facing outside and the arrival hole of the steam pipes and of the sheath coming from the vaporizer. Although a small tolerance is allowed, it is important for the edge of the counterframe to be in line with the external finish, in this case the painted wall. If instead we chose a covering, the plasterboard panel must be installed more internally and the covering in line with the edge. Next, the counterframe of the glass panel are definitively installed with the same methods.